Hey builders, welcome back to another advanced build series with Dungeon 3D. We're going to be doing some more advanced stuff. Now, in the last advanced build series, what we did is we played a lot with the void tiles. We did a lot of cool stuff with the walls and some other stuff. This time, what we're going to be doing a lot more of is we're going to be playing with height a lot more. We're going to be using blocks. We're going to be using the height on the tiles themselves. Because the next big dungeon that the group is going to go into is they're going to be going into a temple that's beneath the sands. So what we're going to do is they're currently that we left them on a cliffhanger last session where they're basically just about to fight some zombies in the desert. Okay, so we're going to take this first map and we're going to shrink it a good bit down to a more manageable size. We're going to go 15 by 15 and we're going to change all of the tiles to the desert tile. All right, and we're done. All right, everybody good? Thanks for watching. No, I'm joking. So what's going to happen is we're going to set the scene first, and then we're going to go ahead and put what's on the scene. Okay, so let's see. So I'm going to take some of these columns. I'm just kind of play around this because I want to look at some of what this look. That actually looks really cool. You know what you could use that for? You could totally use that for like a geyser. That's actually really neat. All right. Okay, that's exactly what I was going for. That's awesome. Okay, so we're gonna place some of these columns around. All right, so we got our columns set up. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and turn some of these tiles into sort of like dune tiles. We're gonna make them into dunes. Okay, so we got this one to start us off with. And then we're gonna take, let's see, is it triangle? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take these tiles, these triangle tiles, to kind of make it so that there's some, not necessarily like depth to the dune, but like depth, if that makes sense. It's always kind of a crapshoot how I end up getting to where I need to go with the triangles. I'm not good at rotating where I want the triangles to go. There we go. I get there eventually. It's not pretty to watch. All right. So we got that there. Let's grab this one so we can just copy this little guy over there. Very good. Okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted. It did not copy what I wanted it to copy. There we go. Okay. Is our sand dune. Part of it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and put more of these blocks on there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take all of this and we are going to turn this all into the desert tile. Now what we're going to do with these top blocks is we're just going to make it weird. So we're just going to go ahead and, because sand to me is just like, it's not even, you know? It's kind of all over the place. So that's kind of what I'm doing here is I'm just clicking. I'm just going to go to the timeline and I'm just going to click. I'm just going to click until I like it. Oh, I just realized I forgot to change the texture on these little guys, and also on the top part of the triangles. There we go. I gotta get the other side here. Okay. So this kind of gives you an idea of what I'm going for here. So, I'm going to try something, and if it fails, I apologize in advance. It kind of did what I wanted it to do, but not really. So we're going to kind of do, what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing, but on a smaller scale. So we got, no, I don't want that. I think it's corner triangle 3 that I really like for the corners. Yeah, okay. And then it's just kind of, and then it's just regular triangle. I don't think I've ever looked at triangle 2. Oh, wow. Why haven't I been using triangle 2 this whole time? Because I could just rotate that to make a slope. God, I'm a dingus. Alright, cool. So there's triangle 2. Guess we just should have made that the... done what that does the whole time. Okay, so we're making another sand dune over here. And then we're just gonna fill this out. Rotate to the other side. But basically what I wanted to do here is I just wanted to make another sand dune. I just wanted to make it smaller. There we go. All right. Let's get all of these turned into sand. Because we are in the desert, baby. All right. So there's our sand dune. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn the brightness down a little bit here. Okay. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Get out of here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take this and we're going to place more blocks. Right. Nope, 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 nope. We're going to place more blocks right there. We're going to place more blocks right there. Place more blocks right there. We're going to take them and we're going to go ahead and turn them all into the desert. And then same as before, we're just going to we're going to click until we like it. I really like that. And then what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to do something similar. Now, with height on tiles, if you go to, I think it's, okay, so maybe it's not -50. Is it -25? Almost. Is it -20? No, hang on, I messed that up. -20. Yes. So basically at -20, you kind of create this sort of depression that it doesn't totally deform the ground, but you kind of end up with this. And then what you can do is if you go from there and you go to -50, not quite -50. I want to actually think I think it's -45. Not quite. Is it -40? Yeah, -40, you kind of end up with another bit of a divot, a depression. So if you go, basically it's in multiples of 20. And if you basically just stick in that zone without making ones that are adjacent too much of a difference. Like you can't do like, I couldn't go to this one that's -20 and I couldn't go like -80 because that's going to end up doing that to the ground. Okay, but what I could do is I could go to -40 and then this one right here, I could go to -20 and then I can just kind of gradually change how much of what I'm doing to the depression. But basically, I'm just going around here and just randomly deciding in what multiple of 20 I am going to change this to. To again give this sense of where the sand here in this situation is lower. So I could continue to do this, but can you guys kind of get the idea of where this is? So each one of these are all decreased in like multiples of 20. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and randomly select some of these tiles to make them negative 20, negative 20, negative 20, negative 20. Yeah, so just kind of sprinkle like the slightly lower tiles around. And you know what? We'll just make a big area right here where the sand is slightly lower. Just go, bam, look at that. And then you know what? We'll just take the center part of this and we'll make it even lower. We'll just go negative 40, bam. There, the sand is slightly lower. And then we're going to do the opposite. But instead of taking the tile itself, we are actually going to go ahead and use the blocks. So you'll see here that the blocks start at 100. So if we go to 80, that's not enough. 60, still not enough. 40, nope. 20, okay, we're getting there. What do you look like at 0? What do you look like at negative 20? Okay. And then you just kind of do that. That's how you can play with the height without, like, totally messing with and deforming the whole land. You can just kind of make these little spots of the sand in different heights. So this one, you know, we could go ahead and we'll do this a little bit more. We'll do this, we'll go ahead and set this guy to 0. Then let's do another here where we're gonna set this guy to 20. We'll set this guy over here to 40. All right. So that's a pretty interesting map with a lot of different things on it to kind of do. We got your sandstone pillars, and then now what we're gonna do is we are going to place our bad guys as well as part of the heroes. Now in this group, they have been loaned some raptor mounts. Okay, so we're gonna do those first. So they have currently 3 raptor mount. No. 4 raptor mounts, because there's 2 people in the party who are in character in a relationship that are sharing a raptor, and then so they're on 1, so that's 2, so there's 3 more, so there's a total of 4 raptors. And the raptor that is being shared, her name is Big Mama. And we're going to change Big Mama's color. And we're going to make her kind of greenish. And we're going to make her accents kind of aqua. Heck yeah. Go Big Mama. We're also going to make Big Mama slightly bigger. We're going to scale Big Mama up to 1.75. That's a little big. That's a little too big. So 1.55? No, that's still too big. 1.25? That's better. All right, so then we're going to go ahead and copy Big Mama. And we are going to say Raptor 2. Raptor 3. Wait, no. Because we're going to name this guy Raptor 1 because Big Mama is her own kind of thing. And then Raptor 3. So we got Raptor 1, 2, and 3, and we got Big Mama. I'm going to scale these raptors down smaller to 0.75. Actually, you know what? I'm going to scale Mama down to 1 still, because the regular raptors are still going to be smaller. So we're going to go ahead and do 0.75 on Raptors 2 and 3. And then Raptor 1, we'll go ahead and do just 0.75 as well. Okay. So now we're going to do our bad guys. So they have 8 enemies that they're going to be fighting. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the skeleton because they are fighting more of the dolls. Except these dolls are going to be Beastman Doll 1. Okay. Now, I'm going to mark Beastman Doll 1 with an asterisk. A star. The reason why is because the investigator, our tiefling investigator, was checking out one of the bodies and was holding its hand, and that's when the something triggered that caused it up. So Beastman Doll 1 is going to be the one who Luciferian, our investigator, is going to be right next to when they start combat. So that's going to be fun for him. Okay, so then that's the first one. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take... I'm not going to change them. I'm not going to change their style. The only thing that I am going to do is I am going to add axes to them. I'm going to add axes to them. Some of them. So we're going to take this guy. We're going to go ahead and do another skeleton. And this is going to be Beastman Archer 1. And now, see, this is why I wanted to do the height for this specific reason. And then what we're going to do is we're going to give Beastman Archer 1 his bow. And then we're going to put another Beastman Archer over here. Will their name be too long if I add Doll in there? No, it will not. Excellent. Okay. So Beastman Doll Archer 2. And I gotta change this guy's name to Beastman Doll Archer 1. Okay. Alright. So there are those two guys. Now, there's gonna be one over here. What I'm gonna do, though, is I'm gonna stick this guy, because I want them to know where this guy... I want to have this guy on there for my own... I want to have this guy in there to remember it myself, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Beastman Doll Rogue 1. I'm going to give him 2 daggers, and then I'm going to cover his block in a... Oh, that's not really going to work because his name is too long. It's fine. You know what? I'm just going to leave it just like that. Okay, so we have 4 people on the field so far. Okay, let's go ahead and just do, so Beastman Doll 2. And we're going to do another one of these guys, and then so that's Beastman Doll 3. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 people on the field, so we got 2 more. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put another one over here next to this raptor. And we're going to do Beastman Doll Shaman 1. Because they're going to have some support. And then finally, we are going to do our last guy, and he is going to be up here with Archer 1 as backup. So skeleton, and this guy is going to be Beastman Doll Sorcerer 1. All right, and we're just gonna give him, a staff, and he's gonna chill up here with the Beastman Doll Archer. And occasionally throw spells down there at our heroes. So that is the first combat of this. So in the temple complex, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing something similar to the cave, but instead of like how everything was just kind of spidered out from the cave, with the temple, it's going to be much more angular, and I'm still going to be using the void tiles, but I intend to have it much more. Instead of just random how I just kind of grab tiles in the cave, I'm going to be making everything a much more, not necessarily linear, obviously, but everything will be much more planned out. So I look forward to doing that with you guys. So this is the start of that. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to keep building. If you haven't already, check out Dungeon 3D, available now on Steam. Check out our subreddit. Check out our Discord. All those in the links down below. So thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, keep building. Bye-bye now.